Yo guys, this is Falcon and today we're going to be making a deck on Gadget. Gadget, caster slash mage, more towards the support side I would say rather than damage DPS wise, and the main reason for that would be generally with her abilities are pretty much damage over time. So yeah, we're going to build what I believe would be the best gadget deck loadout, which will be more towards the support side, so we're going to be ignoring damage for this. So this is going to be version 1, just pure support. With the items now, we're going to first start off right from the top. We got our prime cards, the Magus, which is pretty much damage buff. If anything, as a support, since we're not going to be doing damage, swap that in for health, but you know, we're not really going to be dying like that since we're going to be a bit tanky enough already as a support and not in the battle, so we go for damage. Starting items, they've got the health potion, mana. More or less I would say we wouldn't really need such because of the way the build's going to be, so it would really depend on how quick I build items, which is why I kind of set this out from the way it is. So before you say anything, health potion, ward and the mana. But these items are going to be removed early game, early to mid game, when you get the items to replace them, such as you wouldn't want the health potion, or maybe you keep that on for last. You wouldn't want the mana regen potion since you'll be building mana in the items below. So the portal stone is an optional late game item for teleporting, maybe to mid game if you're really gonna have to keep teleporting around the map. First item we're gonna build is going to be Circle of Health. Circle of Health, as you can see, restores 4.2 health to nearby allies, which I believe will be every second. So that 4.2 extra health regen is actually quite a lot. So this will be survivability for you and your ADC. Generally, this is kind of the way the lanes are generally played, as like referring to League of Legends terms as well. But generally supporting you, this will be a pretty good item. So starting costing 3 points, where the following 1 mana and 2 mana, as you can see here, or well, my bad, 4 mana. So with the following items here for Circle of Health, we're going for generally most of the items 300 mana, 225 mana. And now the reason for this is you get no affinity bonus from completing this item build. And just take a second to listen to what I'm trying to say. You don't really want to be trying to finish with this mana. You want to probably put 1 mana into it, or not even that, sorry. You want to quickly finish just building this item straight off, no upgrades or nothing. Come off of the item and go straight into the next item, which would be Lord's Wood or the Harvester. More or less, depending on whether the other team's trying to gank you already, you would, if they are, I would say go straight for the ward. If not, if the game's going pretty good and you can leave a lane, you want to put on the Harvester item. So this will allow you to leave lane, quickly get extra whatever the thing's called in the game, the resource. I don't believe how I forgot that. So yeah, this will allow you to gain 2.5% cooldown reduction with 3 5s. Now throughout the items I've got all in this kind of build is going to add up to about 40% with the special upgrades if you want to change a bit of armor in, or a bit of magic energy resistance in. So this will be pretty much the second item I would like to go for. If not, if I'm getting ganked too much, then I would build the other item, which was called, if I can even find it, Lord's Wood, to place in wards around just in case. But yeah, Harvester after the circle of life, yeah, circle of health, and then harvester, and then we go into the wards. If not, if you still don't really need wards, then we can leave the item out and probably start smacking in some cooldown reduction or finishing off adding the man into the other items. So the other item, like the circle of death, there's going to be high amounts of points you're going to be spending into it. So this would be where the times where, depending on the game situation, whether you have time to build into that mana, which is reason why you got max cooldown reduction for the items, as you can see below. So looking at the late game items, we got energy pen with a buff, active buff. As I said before, it's pretty much late game. There's no buff from completing this item, so I'm gonna take off the mana and the energy pen. But as you can see, I would like to probably want to put down a level cost. I say level, the card 3.0 energy pen, but I don't have any, so at the moment I'm just gonna put down the 2 pointers and keep it like that. So with anything that's no buff, there's no point in probably trying to finish it quick. Depending on how the game is, I'll put extra upgrades into the bottom of the loadout. So if I do need extra health right at that moment, if my team, if the enemy's a bit tough, I might put in a little bit of health in to just bring up the balance. So right now I added a couple items, just optional items with no gearing whatsoever. This is just adding if I ever need the extra. For instance, for this would be health or damage, or for this item would be armor, and the next one, which should be down here, cooldown reduction or energy, physical armor or energy armor. So yeah, these items have nothing on them, pretty much just for that main reason. Following the other items, more cooldown reduction to get up to 45%. And one damage item I have on here. So you don't really want to build any damage for this support loader, but you want to have just a little bit, which is why you have the energy pen at late game. Overall, you want to focus on like having the cooldown reduction maximum as possible to be a support with the following amount of mana to support yourself and long your survivability with constantly dashing out your abilities before you run out of mana and having to return back. So this loadout works pretty well. Hope it works for you, and if you kind of got the gist of how to use it and how it would work, I would say personally start off with the items I've got here. With the ones without items on, as you can see, probably leave them out to once you've understood the whole idea of this loadout and the character, and then you see when you probably want to put in a bit of armor or health in or damage in, for instance, with the items here, and add anything extra at the bottom that you may want to add into them. So yeah guys, hope this loadout works out for you. It's pretty decent one, but definitely going to be upgraded as I don't have a lot of intellect or even generally universal cards for this loadout. So new versions coming soon, and new decks. I keep saying loadouts, new decks on other characters coming soon as well. So hope you like this video. If this helps, like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Any recommendations? Type that in the comments and I'll probably put that character up ahead first to bring that video out for you as well. So roll safe.